the weapons. Collective edge. Welcome to the Weapons Collective Edge, and welcome back to, this is episode 7 of our sword workout. Today I'm going to be working on cuts and a little bit of the miter square. So I've got the miter square here, and I'm going to hang that up. But it's just a basic cut routine. There's all kinds of different exercises and routines and theories that you can go through on this. But I'm just going to follow it as a cutting pattern to simplify it for what I'm working on today. We'll hang it up right there. And other than that, we're going to do different cuts. I'll just try to go through different directions because, as you can see on here, we've got 8 directions, horizontal cuts, diagonal cuts, up and down, vertical. So I'm going to go through that, go through some basic stuff, try to call things out. I've got a couple of moves where I'm trying to do, I believe, a shield how. If it's not exactly called that, tell me what you think, tell me what it is called in the way that I'm doing it. And but yeah, any corrections you can make, go ahead and send me a line on that, maybe even a link to a proper video. But I'm just trying to get through some of the cut routines so that your muscle memory of how your arms and legs will move to get those cuts. So we'll start from there. So I'm using my Castile Armory blade and the handle that I made. Got another video to this. I put a link up to it to show you. But this is my practice sword, and that's what I'm going to be using today. But let's get the interval timer started and we'll get going. Okay, first thing we're going to work on is just a standard overhop. Down, back up, down, back up. I'm just cutting back up to get a downward swing. Could go here, and here, and here. And I'm just going down, back up. Keeps the sword in front of me more so that I don't have it here. And it can be an upward cut. Trying to get a full range of motion all the way up in the bottom tog, back down to cut that overhaul. And do it slow. Keep the edge alignment. Okay. So we're going to do the next one. Overhaul to a shield how. Overhaul, shield how. Cut, cut. I'm trying to move my feet the whole time, so I'm coming in here, cutting, and then cut, cut. Again, I'm trying to keep my arms mostly in front of me here, 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 and here. Okay. Next I'm going to do raft guard. Do is Zorn hut. I'm starting here. Big full cut, back up. Just going to do it powerful as I can. Try to keep your edge alignment correct. The harder you swing, sometimes you get a little crooked. So. trying to swing as hard as I could on those. They're big, huge baseball type. I'm gonna swing hard. Okay, zerkow, cut here, horizontal, cut here, horizontal. Usually doesn't just stop right here. But for the purpose of the drill, I'm just gonna do that. Do them faster. I've done these before. Really works my shoulders. I'm keeping my sword high the whole time, keeping my hands up in front of me. Right through there. Shoulders are starting to burn. Okay, the burn going on in those shoulders. These are just going to do a horizontal cut. I don't know the proper German name for it, but I'm going to cut horizontal, turn the blade over, cut horizontal. Trying to stop here and not here. And finish when I cut here, stop here. I'm cutting with the true edge both times. And I'm not going up here. I'm going across midsection, solar plexus area. If you go a low shot to the legs, high, low, high, low. Good. Okay, I'm going to start from elbow, and I'm going to do an underhow. So, up, back down, up, back down. So pushing, cutting up, bring my sword back down. Supposed to be a transition. I maybe cut through here, cut back up, cut here, cut back up. Yeah, cut across, cut down, and back up. So, not going to be just right from here, but for the drill part of it, I'm just trying to get that forceful cut up. Okay, so that one I was keeping my hands in front and elbow. This one we're going to do Wetzel. So if I cut through here and I finish to here, it's still an Unterhouse coming from here. Get my bag here. So if I came in, there's a big cut, and cut back, big cut back. Taking those hips, turning and pushing, turning and pushing. Next one we're going to do is from flug, thrust, and then a cut. Flug, thrust, and then a cut. Flug, thrust. Think of it as flug, long point, and overhaul, flug, long point, overhaul, flug, long point. So however you want to look at it. Okay, now we're going to go into the Meyer square. I'm just going to go through it, and I don't practice it enough, so I might miss a little bit. But we're going to go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start again. I don't know if I'll finish, but I'm cutting true edge, true edge, true edge, true. I just turn over the sword every time I need a cut. So if I'm down here, I turn it over, cut, cut, 3, 4, in the last sequence, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. This one's a little more complicated. I'm going to cut down 1, cut back up with 2, cut 3, cut 4, and then cut 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm trying to add some upcuts. So there's down, and then underhow with the false edge or back edge, and then from here I got to go 3 down here. So 3, maybe 4, and then let's see, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's what I was working on, to do some upcuts in it. They don't always flow for me exactly right, but okay, last thing, freeform. Just do whatever you want. Different cuts. Try to keep them flowing. So one from the next. Just do circles. Keep them flowing that way. Come in. Cutting a little too low. You hear it touching. Stop a little before it gets to the ground. You get wild and start throwing anything, you lose control some. So freeform is fun, but it's also fun or good to go through all your techniques without just swinging around. Okay, so that's it for the sword. We do our push-up planks. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so keep that hip up. Don't let it sag. That's the idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch up something we haven't done. A little crab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Standard plank. 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Back to the sword. Simple ending. Get in a nice, long extended stance and hold that sword up. Working on that shoulder strength. Turn it. turn it. Need to get it all over here. Turn it back. So supination, pronation, back. Nice long stance. Shoulders burning. Back. Supination, pronation. Pronation is the hardest one. I'm going to drop a bit. That was burning good. Back to here. He's just one.
3, 2,
Right there.
1. Rest.
I got a pretty good burn going in there. This is a decently heavy sword. So,
3,
and I don't do this enough.
exercise
Okay.
routine.
Pronation. Turn. Supination. Turn all the way over. Back. This is just off to the side. You know, yeah, I'm in this modern fencing looking stance, but it's really for this. Just that shoulder. Turn. Back here. Turn. There. Pronation is going to be a real burner. Supination, you really get tired, bend it at the elbow.
3, 2, 1. Your timer is complete.
Good. So that was it. But again, I just want to state on that mire. So this mire square, that was just me playing around with some of the ideas and using the cut pattern. Starts here with 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then 1, 2, and then 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just following that. I was just doing basic stuff, wasn't flows into the next, wasn't using dynamic actions or anything like that. Just basic cuts. Cuts here, cuts back, and cuts back. So, and then the other one was cut, 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 if I could, if it flowed right. So if I got 1 and 2, and I got 3 to strike here, I can't really do a downward strike unless I sweep it across. And there we go, down, and then 4. So if I went here, I could have went down. So it's just variations. Try to work it in your head. Maybe you'll get a cut pattern with the, overhaul, underhaul that flows even better. I was just messing around with some stuff. The regular cut pattern is easy because you just turn your sword over and you constantly do downward cuts. So you work that faster and faster and you get used to that rhythm of being able to cut those. But other than that, just something to mess around with that I was messing around with. Go through, you'll find some other stuff on YouTube. Lots of good theories, lots of good practice that is excellent beyond just the sword workout that we're doing here. So if you like this, please subscribe and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.